Happy Valentine's Day, or whatever if you celebrate that. I don't, but whatever. Yeah, welcome to Roll With It, Outlanders. If you were here last night, we did Vampire, but this is new because I'm talking instead of King Noctar. So, we'll go ahead and hop in to this week's episode, unless we have any other derailments to talk about before we jump in. Aside from our resident angel sitting over there on one side, just glowing away. So, all right. Last time, Outlanders, Ski Rod. Take one. I don't know. It's actually probably take two because you guys seen it before. So, you guys made your way into his inner sanctum, we'll call it, the caldera of this volcano that he resides in. And after Rith's amazing back and forth dialogue with Ski Rod of just shut up and die already, you guys
it was great, I tell you.
Straight to the point.
Yep.
I expect nothing else from Rith. You guys engaged in a titanic battle with Ski Rod, for the most part, holding his own against your combined assault for a while, until eventually you guys looked like you were starting to overwhelm him, and he then grew in size to be equal to Rith at that point, and showcased a couple of other more devastating abilities that he had at his disposal, dropping a couple of party members, or I think it was just Rith twice, or did Rowan go down too?
No, almost. I thought I did,
Almost.
But then someone reminded me of the temporary HP.
That's right. So, with Rith dropping twice and a couple of other people getting injured along the way, you guys finally took down Ski Rod, and as he perished, his form seemed to collapse in on itself, becoming emaciated and husk-like. And you guys proceeded to go about the rest of the room. At the same time he passed away, the other members that were in the room with him fighting against you also suffered the same fate. And after Keldnorin had turned into, I believe, a mouse or a rat, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was a mouse.
It's a mouse.
Yeah. He journeyed back into the room where you had seen the gathered forces that allowed you past, and he reported back that indeed the same thing had happened to the remainder of the cultists that were inside of this stronghold. You went about and looted the remainder of Ski Rod's base area, his inner sanctum, like I said, finding a secret door that led into his actual personal chambers and personal torture room, because what good villain doesn't have one of those connected to their bedroom?
That way you can sleep with the sound of wailing.
Mm-hmm. Wailing and gnashing of teeth, screams. I mean, it's music to some people's ears. And you looted a couple of items off of Ski Rod, including an amulet and a very well-made glaive. So, I believe at this point you guys were deciding whether or not you were going to remain here for the evening, or whether or not you were going to whether or not you remain here for the evening and then trekking back, or whether or not you were going to teleport back. So we ended with the battle being over. It is roughly about 6-ish or so in the evening. So you guys are near the end of your day. But what would you guys like to do to start with?
I'll go up to Rowan and ask if this amulet shows as magical or not.
Well, I thought I did both last time. Oh wait, no, you just gave me the glaive.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the amulet now.
Okay. The amulet gives off a very faint.
Oh, I can only have to identify. I don't have detect magic.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna sit down for 10 minutes now.
To identify?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit down on Ski Rod's bed.
All right. Anybody else doing anything or?
I'm gonna start reading through the journals, but
Okay.
I think we're gonna spend the night here, right?
Yeah, I thought we were going to do it at the front of the base instead of down here where it's swelteringly hot.
It's great down here. I think we should
Yeah.
stay down here.
Feels fine.
Hmm
I think there were bunk
Yeah.
or beds inwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this room's like sealed off and protected by lava. This is a way better
I
place.
actually think we already left this room because we started collecting stuff elsewhere.
You did. You did. Yes. I think you guys did head up to the first
We're
level
headed to barracks, I
Yeah.
thought.
because you guys have 2 spots you can stop. There is well. On the 3rd level where you guys came in, there were all the beds to the north of it. You guys hadn't gone to see yet, but you did see as you were going through, and Rith was collecting all of the items that he could. So there are a bunch of. There is a room, a pretty large cavern that has quite a few beds in it, and then there is that one at. Hang on, there we no. Sorry, I have to find my which one I'm looking for. All right, well, should be in the scenes here. Let's check out. There it is. Cool. Gotta look for the right name. So you did have this particular one, which had a room that had 3 beds in it. So you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and configure and do. No, it's already on. Okay. So there in this room, on this level, there is a room that has 3 beds or 3 bunks in it. So you have 6 beds in total. It's a very cozy setup, but it is there, and it doesn't necessarily have a door that you can put on there. However, the portcullis is shut to the front, so you guys are close off to the front. Otherwise, you can go back down to like the 3rd level where you entered in through the Hydra's chamber, and there is a room that is full of beds.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to have a closed door anyway. We could just do watches like we normally do.
I think we would do that anyways. Even if we had enough beds for everyone.
Yeah.
I would say up here is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the ground floor level?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so you guys make your way up there. You can spread out amongst the different rooms. So as you're perusing through here, the rest of the stuff that you find on this level is, like I said, there it was what looked to be almost like a semi-stable area. It doesn't have any horses in it presently, but there is a there is a wagon in there that's fairly large.
Another wagon.
It was bigger than the smaller wagon.
It is bigger than the smaller wagon. Looks like it most likely would require a team of at least 2 horses to pull, but there is one there. Otherwise, like I said, you have the central courtyard where you guys came in through, where the portcullis is, the 2 guard towers, and then there's a little antechamber before you get to the hallway that took you down into the mountain itself. So, Rowan, you said you were sitting down for 10 minutes to do identify?
Yep.
Okay.
Are we just looking to see if it is magic?
I mean, I
Would it
can.
be easier if we did that first before you spent the time to find out what it does?
I got nothing but time.
Okay, I was just gonna, look at it. I cast detect magic using my firbolg abilities.
Okay. It does give off a very faint magical aura.
Okay, he says he has all the time in the world, so I won't say anything. But I know now.
Okay. Were you focusing on it at all, or just
Yeah,
checking?
focus on it a little bit.
Okay. So the 2 auras that you get are both enchantment and divination.
Okay.
All right. So Rowan, you sit down for 10 minutes to identify.
Mm-hmm.
It does come back as magical. And what you hear is it starts to give you kind of a voice that describes what it is and says, this amulet grants boons to a faithful member of. And then the rest of what it says is almost garbled into a language that you can't comprehend. And it goes on for a little bit. And at the end, it's the final words say, "To the end." So its exact properties, you couldn't understand what the magic was telling you.
I'll give it back to Rith, and I'm gonna say, I probably wouldn't wear that if I were you. It spoke to me. It said a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I don't know what it said. I couldn't understand it. But it didn't sound good.
Good to know. I will wrap it in a cloth and put it in my backpack.
Okay.
He turns around and I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. Must put on.
I haven't read the book yet, so I don't know anything yet.
Right. All right. Anybody else doing anything this evening?
I'm gonna sit down and start reading.
Okay.
Through text.
Okay.
As I finish certain text, I'll hand it to Damien.
I'll spend a little bit
What do I
looking
get
over
for
the cart, seeing how it is, checking it out.
It's a very nice cart. It's actually well maintained. It's even got like it's even got spots where you could latch on like a tarp or a canopy to it and secure things down properly. It's got a gate in the back that hitches down, and it's got really nice hinges on it that are weight supporting. Like, this cart's nice. Take a look at the wheels, and they look like they're greased, and the axles are in fantastic shape.
Nice. Do we bring our mounts?
No. They're in
They're at
Slingdyke.
yeah. I mean, we have to head back to grab them.
Right. But it takes 2 horses to pull it. I'll take it. I'll test how heavy it is. Like, could I like yoke this thing on my own?
What is your? Do you know right off top what your
My lift carry.
or drag pull? I think is what it is actually, because isn't that like 5 times your? But for you,
Yeah.
it's doubled.
Okay, so it is 1,500 pounds.
Okay.
1,500 exact. Based off of what the inventory section says my max weight carry is.
Okay. As far as pulling it, yeah, you could do it. I mean, you pick it up. I mean, it's. You would estimate based off of what you've carried around before, this thing, unburdened, probably weighs 450 to 550 pounds.
Okay.
So definitely something you could pull.
The question
I don't-
is, are we teleporting back?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go through that screwed up town.
But that's
We don't-
where
Where the
our horses.
Undead were coming up.
Your horses are actually.
Or are we
further
gonna?
in.
Yeah, our horses are further in than that.
Yeah, we
The
didn't
town
leave.
didn't go. The town didn't. The path didn't go through the town. It skirted near the town, right?
No, you the path that you guys took on would take you right back through the town.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, there's not a lot of paths in the mountains, right?
Well, I mean, Kelnorn, you do know that there were other paths that you could take, but they do not take you back through Slingdyke. And you're not 100. I mean, you could probably find them, but you didn't come that way. The other one would take you through, I think it was Redwood or Red Spring. Red Spring.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do we have a need to rush home?
I don't think so.
No, but
I mean, this was the most pressing thing for me, and it's done and over with. So I'm happy with that. I think I'd rather save our teleportations for something a little more pressing, right?
like escaping something.
Well, I don't think I can cast the teleportation that quickly. I think it
it's
takes
like a-
me.
Like a circle one.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, it's a circle-based one. Teleport and teleport circle.
Yeah, I've got to
It's
draw some
instantaneous.
runes. Yeah, it is instantaneous out of the ring.
It's an action.
Yeah. Look at that. So yeah, no, I can do it pretty instantaneously. The problem is the ring only has so many charges, and I'm not guaranteed to hit my destination unless I'm very familiar with it.
Give me an give me an Arcana check, but use your Charisma modifier.
Okay.
Can't remember if you'd actually researched or who knew the most about the teleportation spell.
I think it was me that was starting to research it and trying, because I went back and talked to her
Okay.
about how it worked. You just want me to roll like a charisma saving throw or
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
charisma ability check?
Well, are you proficient in Arcana?
Let's see. No.
Okay, so yeah, just a charisma
Which makes sense for my
ability
character.
check. Yeah.
Sorry, the layout is really screwing me up on this computer
That's fine.
because I've got multiple things going.
$17. Okay.
That's not bad.
you know that, I mean, the teleport spell, the way it works is that if everybody has to be within like a 10-foot radius of you, including the spell allows you to target an object as long as it fits inside of a 10-foot radius.
And how many people can I take with me, or is it just everything I want within a 10-foot radius?
You and up to, well, it can be an object and you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice.
Well, guys, I can teleport us somewhere with it, but it's about a 10-foot radius, and whatever we kind of need in that 10-foot radius, I can also take with us. So if you kind of want to take a statue or something, we can too. But I don't want anything from this place. I'd rather see it melt into a lava volcano. Speaking of which, is there any way we can make that happen?
A little baking soda, vinegar.
Yeah. You know, I've heard of this ancient art.
Her did something with the ground and made it shake that one time.
I can do a very localized earth-based eruption, but I don't think I can make a volcano explode.
Well, I can cause tremors in the area, but no, I don't think it's going to shake loose a volcano.
Right.
If the volcano goes, that would be bad for the area.
I just want no trace of this guy left anywhere in the world.
Would that include this lovely, sleek sports wagon?
He curse in love.
Sure, if you want to take things of his and make it useful, sure, go for it. Repurpose it.
I'm a very utilitarian type of guy. And I could easily make use of cargo wagon instead of the little like farm-based one we've been using.
Great. Now we just have to get it over the mountains. Unless you guys want to use the teleport. I kind of feel like we should save that for something where we need to get somewhere quickly.
Yes.
I only have so many uses of that.
I think we just travel down.
I can pull it easily, but I don't think going down the mountain will be easy with me pulling it.
I could help.
Is there a way to avoid Shaper's Rest on the way back?
Yeah, but I can't guarantee it'll get us to Slingdyke. I think it's best to, in truth, just leave it here.
Do we need to go back to Slingdyke?
Our horses are there.
Horses are at.
Oh, yeah.
We can use it to start a fire in this place if you want.
Mostly stone. I just don't feel like a fire's really going to do it.
No, but you could burn out all that's, non-structural.
Fine. It's
How well do you know? Are we planning to teleport to Slingdyke?
I don't know. I kind of agree with Damien. It's an important spell. We shouldn't waste it on just trying to get a cart there.
Yeah.
I was just talking about us if we're not taking the cart.
Oh, just us?
I mean, that is a nice cart, though.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I don't know how much it would cost to refill this ring, but I can't refill it. So, how much do you think a teleportation spell goes for? Anyone?
Because if
I
we're
imagine it's a
not
pretty
gonna
penny.
teleport,
Is it like
Why-
100 gold per spell level?
and you can take a, and if you can pull it, I don't see why we shouldn't take it if it'll fit down the paths.
They got it up here,
Yeah.
but we would have to go through that town.
Weren't we kind of planning on doing that anyway?
I think we were gonna try and go get them a new bone thing, weren't we? Like a new bone guards or whatever, but we had to go to
I was going to turn myself in over it. Yeah.
no, we were gonna replace their thing and then it was gonna be fine, right?
Something about the House of Comfort.
I don't like the House of Comfort. Lilith, don't you get that smile on your face.
Wait, that was the name of the restaurant? Was that the House of Comfort?
The Courtesan's Comfort was the name of the inn in Shaper's Rest, but
Oh, yeah, no. Well,
Was
either
that
way,
just
I think we're staying here tonight in these bunks. We'll keep watches, and then in the morning we'll head back down the mountain. Hey, at least we found it on the first one, guys. I was really worried that we were gonna find this one, and then we were gonna go to like 3 more, and eventually have to fight like 5 dragons along the way,
Right?
and try and get to Ski Rod. And we found him on the first one, so high five on that one.
Congratulations, Rith, but Ski Rod is another castle type of
Yeah,
type of
that's
deal.
what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah,
yeah, I was waiting to
congratulations,
see an ancient red dragon here.
Rith, you killed him.
Hey, I'm
We
happy
killed him.
about it. I'm very happy about it. Ah,
So how do we want to handle our watches tonight?
Well, I'm usually a middle one, so
Yeah, I'll take the first watch as usual.
I can't imagine there's going to be too much going on tonight. They kind of evaporated. Apparently, their pledge to Ski Rod made them basically die when he did.
I mean, that doesn't mean everything bad in the mountains is gone, though.
Well, that's true, but
Yeah, there's still that troll.
Ooh, yeah.
they have a cave troll?
Yeah, I'm a little disturbed that there is a type of magic that can bind so many people to the life force of one dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a scary concept, but do you think that might be like the way that the gods work?
Oh, that's
It's an interesting thought.
yeah.
Shit's getting deep.
I'm gonna start heading to the room with the beds.
I will have to take watch with Rowan tonight.
Okay.
Wait, you're stealing Kovach's thunder. He does the 2 middle ones. I guess it's allowed.
Is Lilith gonna try to? Do we want to? I'll look at Lilith. Do we want to break these chests open?
I did carry them all the way up here.
I'm not going to be in the room when she tries to open those chests.
You know
I
what would
will
help?
be peering around the corner of the door. Has it exploded yet?
You know what would help
Only
get
happened
those chests
once.
home? A big new shiny wagon.
True.
And now I head off to the room.
If we're going through the town, we might as well take it with us.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Since it's a nice wagon,
It is a very
It's
nice wagon.
bigger than the one that we currently have.
You have a huge. All right. Hey, you know what? If you guys, I'm gonna have a fun time walking downhill from the mountain. You guys can take a wagon with you if you want, but don't expect me to pull it.
You can ride in it.
Hey, okay, even better. I'm in.
I'll walk this time, just in case.
You don't want to sit in the driver's seat, yelling "Shad," whipping me and Rith.
No, because if something happens and you drop the wagon, I don't want to. I don't want to go down the mountain with it.
There's an idea.
Suddenly, I feel less inclined to ride in the wagon.
All right, I'll head into the room, but I'll sit in like the corner at the end there, kind of slumped, sitting up there.
Okay. All right. So how do you guys want to do your watches then?
I am first watch.
That's when we get attacked.
It's when the dragon comes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I'll take the watch like just outside the door, where I can kind of see.
So in like the black and white tiled area,
Yeah,
or
just kind of just right around where the door should be.
Gotcha. Okay. So in the archway.
Yeah, just on the other side. I'll like lean up against the little sectional wall right there while I'm right there. Yep.
Sounds good.
I'll do second watch.
That means I've got second watch.
Okay.
This guy.
Who wants third?
Sure, why not? I'll take third. It's a bad idea for me to be a lookout, but I'm on it.
Okay. And fourth watch.
I'll take fourth. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. So, Rith, you said you're doing your reading for the remainder of the evening until you go to sleep, passing the books off to Damien as you finish journals and whatnot.
Yeah, and if I can't read certain text, I may pull Kerr over.
There are bits and pieces of the text that you are unable to. You don't know what they say. The text or the runes is slightly
Can
different.
your magic read this?
I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
I can't guarantee I can help. Right, so I'll look at the parts that needs me to gander.
Okay. Yeah, it is written in a. It's written in a script or a language that you do not understand.
What if I were to use my ring of comprehend language?
So you use that. Nope, it doesn't come up with anything either.
Even the ring doesn't help. I don't know what that says.
Fair enough.
Does tongues allow you to be able to read?
I think that
Like
just
language?
allows you to understand spoken.
Understand it?
Mm-hmm.
But I do have that one scroll left. Oh, no,
Oh,
I got
yeah.
two. I got two left.
That's right. Yeah. You can. Is comprehend languages a? I can't remember if that's not a druidic spell, is it?
It is not.
It is not. Okay. I mean, you can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
You know what? you never know how things are going to go.
Yeah.
I'll attempt it.
Hmm.
No.
I don't recognize the language, do I?
Nope.
8.
Yeah. You're not really sure if you try to use comprehend languages, you are not sure what it means if you are unable to use it.
Right. And to just make sure it's not Abyssal, Elvish, Giant, or Sylvan.
It is not any script you recognize.
Okay.
I know Infernal.
Nope.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Rith. I have no idea how to go about trying to read this.
It's fine.
Maybe Kovac. He seems well traveled and learned.
Novich,
Yeah.
can you read this text? I'll hand him a piece of the book or whatever.
Okay.
I'll take a look.
All right. It is not in a script that you recognize either.
No idea.
Okay.
Or maybe the Lady Testrel can be
Worth
able to
shot.
help us out. I mean, it's a little off the beaten path. We have to go through Arabelle to Evening Star to get those type of answers, though. But she could be worth asking, or
So let's go back to my theory that I had earlier. What if this is how you start to create a god? Like you get enough followers, you get them to pledge their lives to you, and then you get a bunch more followers, and you eventually just become godlike. And this text tells you how to absorb their faith and stuff. Do we want to share that around?
probably not. But does it seem to be that way? What you can read, Rith?
No, so far he talks about dreams. He said he found the amulet that we have just appeared in his belongings. He doesn't remember finding it. He had voices in his head. I'm glancing through some of the text pieces. It sounds less like a dragon god and more, is that material, mortal? Filled with glory and combat. Talks about creating different other, I look at some stuff, sacred texts and rites. Hierarchy, it looks like. I keep glancing through and reading. Looks like this one says they've clashed with Tiamat's cult. They came here and to destroy them. They went to the Well of Dragons and defeated Tiamat's cult there as well. They found more ancient druidic artifacts in his chambers. Doesn't recall their origin.
Where are those at?
I think draconic. That's what.
Oh, draconic.
Oh, draconic. Sorry.
No, that's in character. We're fine.
The medallion pulses in harmony with them. I would presume it's the staff, likely part of it.
What if you need to wear the amulet to be able to read the text? You said the amulet was dangerous, though, right?
Rowan thinks so. El Hazir might be able to translate.
Yeah.
He might be of
Yeah.
help. I trust him. Lo and behold, he's the bad guy of the entire plot.
No, that's Eli.
Rebecca.
Talks about
Poor Eli.
yeah. Talks about ancient prophecies. They strange how the translations differ each time he reads it.
Really?
That was this book. The scroll reads of
Translations differ each time you read it.
this
Like, it's
scroll reads of
changing magically? That's interesting.
his dreams were filled with golden scales and divine purpose. Oh, Daemon Fae.
What?
The Daemon Fae approach our temple seeking alliance. And though every fiber of my being wishes to refuse, his voice speaks clearly through the flames. Unity, the voice whispers, even through unlikely bonds. The sacrificed fire the sacred fire burns with unusual patterns that night, shapes of intertwined dragons and strange ancient symbols I can't quite comprehend. Their alliance progresses. Each interaction with the Daemon Fae feels wrong yet right. Bad touches?
Did it say bad touches?
No. The medallion pulses stronger than ever when the Daemon Fae are near. Their magic resonates with our sacred artifacts in ways I can't explain. He had another dream saying true unity requires difficult choices, uncomfortable alliance. The Daemon Fae bring knowledge of ancient magic that complement our own sacred rites in unexpected ways. When their casters join our priests in ceremony, the power that flows through the temple is magnificent.
I'm kind of curious. Can I see the amulet?
Yeah, he'll pull it out as he keeps reading. This talks about a shard striking the heart of a savage jungle where ancient pyramids pierce the jungle's canopy.
Oh, sweet jolt.
It talks about it. He talks about it significantly in several paragraphs about the power and being drawn to it, that it has a meaning to Asgaroth. The inner circle must be informed. So if not all of them are bound, we could have more that are still alive, depending on how this binding works. That's majority of it, it looks like.
It seems to be some type of blending between Draconic and the demons. That's why I'm super interested in this amulet. Do I get a sense of anything while I'm kind of not holding the amulet, but holding it around a cloth and stuff because I'm a little afraid of it, but I'm also very intrigued by
It
it.
does say one of the passages say that when he rages, he feels connected to the amulet, like it increases his power.
You can go ahead and give me you can go ahead and give me like the same type of charisma check that you did previously for like if you're wanting to detect, I guess,
Yeah.
the magic.
Good.
No,
Did it not go? Oh, okay, there it went.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Nothing substantial. I mean, you kind of sense a faint aura that's there, but nothing beyond that.
I don't know. This amulet doesn't seem that strong to me. Maybe it's just a translation amulet. Sure. I'm gonna try and put it on.
Okay.
I'll stop him.
It's not that strong.
No, if somebody's gonna put it on, it will be me first, brother. I will
This
not
aura
let you sacrifice whatever it is this may cause you to go through.
And Rowan said it was dangerous.
If there's anyone that's a cross between the draconic and the demon bloodlines, which apparently what the text is talking about, it's me.
Yes, but Rowan couldn't even detect what it did.
It seems like a very
We should-
faint magical aura to me. Like
We should
nothing that I'm
research it
super
more
afraid
first.
of. Okay, I will. I'll follow your lead on it. I'm not as afraid of this thing as you guys are. I think it's just a translation amulet.
Well,
It was in his body. We pulled it from the inside of his body.
He withered away into a husk of dust. You sure it just wasn't around his neck?
Was the armor over top of him, or was his clothes still?
Give me an intelligence check to remember.
And for me, it was divination and what on the amulet?
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
Oh, Rith, you definitely. I mean, you were up close and personal with him for quite some time. You do remember seeing the amulet around his neck.
Oh, okay. I'm less worried then. That it melted into his body.
No, it was just like when you guys heard it clink because like when he withered away into a husk, and as he fell, it's just you kind of get the idea that the amulet just fell through whatever was remaining of his body at that point.
The amulet radiates divination and enchantment magics, so it probably is a way to read some of the texts, but I imagine it does something to your mind while doing it.
Well,
I
of
trust
course it does
Rowan's
something to your mind.
judgment.
I mean, look, I'm not dying to try this on, but if you guys want answers to what's in this text, it's right here. It's very obvious to me that this amulet is the translation key to this text.
Then if we wish to try this, let's do it not here. Let's do it back in town.
Okay. I mean, I'm in no rush.
I'll cover the amulet back up and put it back in my bag.
All right.
That's fine.
Night Lilith puts it all.
It's funny when me as a player is sitting there being like, man, this is the stupidest idea, but this is exactly what I would do.
Oh, it crossed my mind, but I'm not sure Rith is ready to put it on. So, although there's a part of him that really wants to just put it on. I mean, I jumped in that vat of.
You did. Yeah,
you know.
you went right into the transformation chamber.
Although I did roll for that one, I didn't roll for this yet, so
That's true.
there might be a time when I do it, but we'll see.
All right, let's go through these watches and let's get down this mountain and through the angry townspeople town that's probably all been slaughtered, so we don't have to worry about reporting ourselves.
That's upsetting.
I hope they haven't been, because we would be their first suspect.
I mean, yes and no. All right, I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Sleep well.
Still say we should have stayed down by the lava tubes. It was warmer down there.
You are welcome to stay down there.
I'm not staying down there by myself. In a torture chamber? Come on, guys.
Rith has a big smirk on his face when he says it.
Lewis will head outside and sit down for a first watch.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
No.
All right.
And sheath her dagger that you had pulled out.
Okay.
Were you gonna backstab me if I went evil when I tried on the amulet? I didn't even notice.
I mean, I guess now would be a good time to actually do it because you're depleted of spells.
Oh yeah. Way down.
It's just
I think I've got like 2 first level spells left. I think that's it.
although
you have a
not
nice
very
wand on your.
squishy,
Oh, that's true. I do have a wand. Yeah.
but
And I can teleport away as an action.
that's true.
Mm-hmm. Escape.
All right. So first watch comes up. Lilith, you want to go ahead and give me perception check? $16. All right. So, keeping a lookout from your little corner that you have there. It is a rather it's a cloudy night, so like outside into the courtyard and whatnot, it is very dark. Don't see a whole lot going on in that direction yourself. But aside from that, it is very quiet. Being this high up in the mountains and whatnot, not really a whole lot of bugs and things like that you hear chirping out there. Your watch passes by uneventfully.
Woohoo! I'll go wake up Rowan and Kelnor.
All right. So, Rowan and Kelnorin, you guys are up for your watch.
Yay.
Are the torches in that larger checkerboard area lit?
They probably would have gone out at some point, so I mean, you could light them though.
Okay. I'll light
Lights
one.
them all.
No, I'll just light one. Probably.
You can't tell
Oh,
me
yeah.
no. I light them all.
All right, they're lit.
sit down, within arm's reach of wherever Rowan has decided to set up his watch from.
I'm pacing.
You're pacing? So I'm just like in the middle of it, and I just watch it back and forth. A couple things I wanted to be able to talk to you about. People being unconscious and whatnot. I remembered something while we were down there facing skee-ball. I kind of sort of promised El Hazir I'd go on that mission that he wanted us to do into the halls. I'm not sure I have the wherewithal to break that.
You could just talk to him about it.
If he's all right with it, yeah.
I mean, what if it's not? What if he's not ready for it for like the next year?
Well, he gave us a month, so that's 40 days.
Things could change. I'm pretty sure we've been gone for a month already, and it wasn't ready.
But at the same time, that goes into that third level down, which is why I wanted to block off so long ago. I mean, not really all that long ago. It was like maybe 2 months ago, but feels like it was years.
Feels more like days. Like 10 days. Maybe 10 minutes. Looks around for Sam.
It's not here. I can bring him here if you want.
Nope, that's fine. He's probably sleeping.
Okay. So this big space, that's like an open courtyard.
Yep. You guys are technically inside the mountain right now.
Kerr will step out into the courtyard a little bit and then like look back, and as he's about to say something, a little sparrow flies in and lands on his head. He shakes it a little bit, trying to get it to go away. Shoos it. I just wondered, thinking about that and the stuff Rith read off has got me questioning whether or not I should leave the twins up to someone else and not be part of that, since they're apparently connected, and then another bird comes in and lands on his head. I just go away. Or just not sure anymore. The cardinal comes in and lands on his shoulders. What? Sorry.
I mean, in the end, it's your decision, so whatever you decide, I do.
Looking for your thoughts, and then another one comes in and lands on him somewhere.
Those were my thoughts. Remember what I said before? This whole time we've basically been doing what I want. It's time to do what you want.
And another one.
Apparently you want birds.
What's with the birds?
I don't know, they weren't doing that in here. Come back inside.
Try to chase them away. Come in.
An easy solution. Stop.
Are there doors there?
No.
No. All right. Kerr will go into the room, and the bed Lilith is on. He'll yank the cover off her real quick and throw it over himself to keep the birds off of him. I'm just sitting there, like, bundled up, trying to keep birds from landing on him.
Just
For
let
those
me.
of you who don't know, I'm a ranger, and I chose Swarm Keeper, so.
Okay, that's funny. This is your swarm now, huh?
Yeah, this is my swarm.
That's right. Okay.
It's more fun if I don't know.
Oh,
That's
Anyway,
sorry.
just let me know what you decide.
Sure. And he'll spend his time contemplating and chasing birds away from him, like the rest of the watch.
eventually they just start to perch up on like some of the arch posts or arches on the inside, just like chirping at you, and eventually just staying nearby.
Gotcha.
In the morning when you wake up, they'll be like kind of nestled into like the furs that you have of your armor and whatnot, and have been sleeping there.
Gotcha.
So all right, yes. For the pair of you, I'll just say, I mean, especially with Kelnorn's passive, your watch goes by uneventfully. So Lilith starts to shiver inside the. Since it's kind of cold out, and yeah, you're muted there, by the way.
Could have stayed downstairs.
She's got ski rods, sheets, of blankets. She's fine.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah,
She
that
does have
means-
high quality stuff.
That means I've got one of them because I yanked it off your bed.
Great. Now we're gonna have to call you Weird Cow Yankovic.
You know, with my eyes and the shape of my ears, I'm much closer in appearance to a giant bipedal sheep.
Sorry, I couldn't refrain.
It's fine. It was fine. That's appropriate. Hurt like not being able to drink, but still. All right, I will wake up. Who's next in the order?
Damien.
Damien.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Wake up Damien and then put the cover back on Velis.
All right.
Your watch.
Ah, great. All the fun to be had.
Yep, you're just sitting up by yourself as the rest of them go to sleep, and there are the lamps in the antechamber there are lit.
Yeah, I turned the lights on for you.
No one did. They just left them on. The electric bill's gonna be killer here.
All right, you want a perception?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Be great, I promise. Hey, it's actually pretty good.
It is actually good. All right, so 18. Yeah, your watch goes by uneventfully. Aside from the fact that there are just like birds all over Kelnoran, like nestled into the furs that he has, this bear cloak that he has draped on him. And they're just kind of sitting there, sleeping on him. That's
Thought
definitely
enters
new.
my mind for a second to pop shot one, and I'm like, oh no, he likes animals. I better not. You might actually want this.
Appreciate it.
I did think about it though.
But other than that, your watch goes by uneventfully.
Beautiful. All right. Who was last? Was it Rith?
With
Rith, wake up, bud.
Good luck
Wake up,
with
friend.
that.
Damn it, Rith, wake up.
you're muted, by the way.
I punch him. Oh, sorry.
I just didn't. Yeah. Ow. Thank you for hitting me in the arm and not the face. You're fine. It's yeah, your watch. There's nothing happening, so if you want to keep sleeping, your choice.
Kovac up?
No, it's just you, but I'm
Oh.
going. I'm gonna finish sleeping.
Yeah, Kovac is up.
Oh,
I was
well,
gonna say, he only needs 4 hours of sleep.
this joy.
Yeah, nobody told him what to do, so he rolled and he slept the first two and was reading away the second two. Just chilling. Ignoring everybody else's weirdness right now.
Listening to the conversations.
Yep.
Well, he didn't hear the one between Kilvech and Rowan, or no, Rowan and Kalnoran, because he slept through that. He did his meditation, but
I don't know,
Yeah.
I like your little slip up. Makes me cooler.
yep, that's right.
Yep. I'm Kovac now.
I don't know about cool, but
Alright, I'll get up and I'll want to take my watch.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check if you'd like. All right. Aside again from when you kind of take a look at Kilnoran, you see the birds that are there. During your watch, like a few more might find their way in. Until he's got about, I don't know, half dozen to 10.
Yeah,
Just kind
what constitutes a swarm?
Right, I know. I mean, it's just gonna start getting bigger as they just kind of keep coming in, you know. But yeah, this few more birds come flying in, land on Gelnorin. Aside from that, your watch is uneventful.
Okay. I will just kind of watch and read, I guess, at the same time.
Yeah.
So I dive a little bit more into the text.
I mean, the keep is remarkably quiet. So
At some point, I'll start a fire in the front and start our breakfast.
okay.
So I'll break some of the wood up, and because they had food downstairs that we brought up. So
Just
Yeah.
stopping the good berries from happening, right?
yes, yeah.
All right.
Some of the
so,
items that will perish fairly quickly, I'll bring those up so that we eat those first.
All right. Like I said, I mean, you know that with the bags of holding, you can kind of get a couple of extra days before
Yeah,
items
but
start to go
that's
bad. So you have a
Full
little
of
bit of
equipment and
true and money.
and gold.
Yep.
So I don't have much space for food right now.
You do not. You do not.
Although there is a wagon. I might start loading some of that up with some of the food. Not
but
all
yeah,
of it,
Well-
just some that I know will travel well.
but yeah, you can start cooking up some breakfast. Go ahead and just give me a basic survival check if you'd like.
Woohoo.
There is one thing that Rith knows well,
It's food.
and that is how to cook meat.
You've been replaced, Kelnoran. What the heck? Already.
I couldn't have asked for a better 20
Right? Yeah.
than there.
Who knew that Rith was a breakfast savant?
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys wake up to the smell of
Cooked birds.
some bacon and sausage and all other kinds of meat that he's got cooking up right now. And there's some bread, you know.
Probably some cheese.
Yeah, he's got some bread. He even like toasted up the bread and some of like the bacon grease and everything to kind of crisp it up a little bit. But yeah, it's guys wake up to some very delicious smells. But your new day begins.
Yeah. New day.
New day.
Whoop, whoop.
There's more birds.
They kept coming in the night. Do you want them gone?
Not entirely. I just don't know what's going on.
Ugh. Why is there bird shit all over my blanket?
No, I don't say like fly away.
Food. Eat. Breakfast.
It smells delicious.
Wow, Rith, you made this?
I did. I've been watching Kerr.
Oh, well, then I'm surprised they turned out so well.
I said that half. Not true.
What the heck is that?
Definitely get with your passive insight that he's trying to be real nice to you for some reason, you know?
I appreciate it.
Wait, where's his signature dish? You've been watching him. Where are the good berries?
I scowl at him.
I'll cast Goodberry. Just no.
Oh no.
One. I make one berry.
Well, no, that's the damage roll. It always does that as a damage.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually have to roll the d10.
D10. Yep.
I still hope it's just one.
12. Why did it roll 2?
I don't know.
Try this again. I will get it
10.
right. 10. So 10.
He has 10. He pulls out a spring and boom, berries everywhere.
Just
I'll put the rest in my pocket.
see that, Rith? He prefers to eat the berry instead of your food.
And then
I see that.
I will sit down and enjoy the food.
How can you enjoy it? Your stomach feels full.
Eating for pleasure, not for comfort. I mean, it feels right to do this for Rith with Rith's cooking, as I've seen him do it with mine.
Since we're copying what people do, I'm gonna sit down and eat like Rith.
I've seen you do that before, though.
Rick Nods in satisfaction.
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, right?
That's right.
Well, thank
Nothing
you.
like
Rick.
some good R&R. I join Rowan. Wow.
Oy. All right. So, anything anybody else needs to do during this morning here, other than, I guess, preparing the wagon to leave?
Not me.
Nope.
Okay.
I guess I look at Damien and say, do you want to go down and light stuff on fire?
I mean, I don't feel like it's quite worth it. I do, but also, like, what does it really accomplish?
Makes you feel better?
I don't know. Thought I would feel better with him dead. I don't know if I 100% do.
I think it feels justified.
Oh, no, don't get me
Mano
wrong.
can rest in peace now. So
Very, very happy he's dead. I don't know. I thought I would feel a lot better about it, like a purpose was fulfilled, but I feel like it is. I don't know.
the text says that something was pulling him or urging him not to come after me.
Well, I mean, he
But
didn't
he
listen.
ignored it.
Well, so I'm confused. The text was written recently then? Or was it a
No.
prophecy?
I mean, you have the text, but it's
Yeah.
written over months. Almost a whole year, actually.
Over a
Look
year.
of it. Yeah. Flame rule to flame rule.
And you guys are about 4 or 5 months after Flame Roll right now?
Yeah. What concerns me is the alliance, the Damon Fae.
I am slightly concerned about that, but
Yes.
also, like, half of it's gone now. Like, what
Yes, but
I
they
don't know.
obviously benefited from it. Does the dates? Let's see, we're in Yurka. So the dates of the alliance look like it was earlier,
Mm-hmm.
written earlier. Yeah. So it actually looks like it was before we even met up with them. So the alliance was taking place even while when we fought the Damon Fae. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
the alliance started before you guys ever went up to Hillsfar.
Okay. Yeah. So based on dates of this, and I'm speaking in common so that others can hear, it looks like they allianced before we even went to Hillsfire and fought them. So some of the magic that was used there might have been from this alliance.
Could have been.
I do not see any recent text stating that they've reconvened or rediscussed or talked. So
Do you think it was just a trade then?
well, there was definitely an exchange of knowledge, if nothing else. But you can read over these as we travel.
Yeah, I'm glancing at them kind of now. Just trying to.
I will help Kalnor and get the wagon situated, and I guess since we didn't open these two chests, we're gonna put them on the wagon?
Sure.
Or are we wanting to see what's in these first to see if we can lighten the load?
Oh, like if they're worth taking with us?
Correct.
I guess that's up to Lilith.
Yeah, I can give him a shot.
Okay. Just make sure I'm still. My mic didn't go out again. But all right. Go ahead and give me a lock picking.
Yep.
Is that your lock picking? Because it should be.
Yeah,
I
it
don't think
should be
it
more
didn't
than
include your expertise. I don't think, but that
No, it
doesn't.
didn't.
That doesn't succeed. So. Because that's a 16, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. You're not able to get through that one. Initially, it's as you pop some of the tumblers, they get back. They just drop back down.
I mean, are the chests magical?
Are you checking with detect magic or
No,
or
I'm
just asking?
Lilith,
Oh.
Since she messed with them before.
No.
Do we need them?
Break it.
Exactly.
I mean, what do you keep in chests at home? I assume something valuable. What do you lock in chests at
We
home?
don't want to break anything inside if there's breakable, though.
Is it just a dangling lock or like inset part of the chest?
It's a padlock.
Did he just try one of them?
Yeah. I'll try
Try the other one.
Maybe it's an easier lock.
Jesus.
Lord.
Can I try?
You are just
Paste
having a
hammer.
Try with a hammer.
You're just having a bad time with this one. Like
I'm pretty
for
good
some,
at this rogue stuff.
Yeah. it might be.
I-
The
You want to
grace
try
of
my
bacon.
tools?
Yeah, I always worked with yours. I will hand Rith my crowbar to pop the lock.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check at advantage. 22. All right, so I mean, you start prying, and this lock is it resists you for a moment, and then eventually it just and pops free. But this was
It was a good
This is a-
lock.
Yeah.
I look at Lilith as I say it. I pick it up and hand it to her. For practice.
Thanks. It's broken now, though, so I appreciate the thought, though. Here, go ahead and just do the other one.
Okay, I'll just do the other one.
All right. Gonna give me another check at advantage. All right. Yeah, this one provides nearly the same resistance, but you're kind of used to it, so you put a little more effort into it. We're not afraid to damage it anymore or have it give way too quickly. And yeah, it breaks away. So you have 2 chests that are now able to be opened.
I will open the first. I'll wait and make sure people step back, and I'll open the first one,
Okay.
and
you
then I'll
op-
immediately just open the second one.
Okay. Fair enough. The first one has about 4 objects in it that are of varying, just varying objects in there. One is it's like a harp that is carved out of a very strange-looking wood, with some ivory inlays into it and some zircon, like semi-precious gems that are laid into the wood as well. It looks like a very, very nice, very expensive harp. And then there are a couple of you look in there, and there are a couple of swords that are sitting in there in some silver-plated sheaths. Are you taking a look at them at all?
Yeah, I'll pull them out.
Okay. They are more. Give me You have a blacksmithing tool check, right? Go ahead and give me that, please. All right. These are more decorative than anything. They are well made, but these are not designed for combat. These are something that would be displayed by someone of prominence, just to, show something flashy. And then there is a dragon comb set with red garnets for the eyes. Looks to be made out of gold.
Now, this is probably the draconic artifacts that they were talking about in the journal.
The swords, Rith, you estimate would probably, you believe you could get no less than 750 gold per item of those 2. They're very well made.
These are more for show than hold the swords up than anything. Very well made. Fetch a good price, if nothing else. Comb set, unsure.
I gotta believe they're part of draconic rituals. Or something. Do they have any magical presence or anything about them?
You've got the tech magic. You can go and use that if you'd like.
I don't have the tech.
Okay.
I do. I can look at it.
Okay.
Let's see what's the rest of this first.
Okay.
All right. So you popped open the
yeah,
already.
I popped open the other one already. I'll just start pulling stuff out. Depending on what
Yeah.
it is.
The other one contains what looks to be more ritualistic items. You see a censer that has draconic iconography on there, as well as it's made out of the similar polished bronze material that you have seen on like the glaive, as well as the medallion. Some of the draconic scaling is present on there. On the inlay of the censer itself, you see carved images of like armored warriors and whatnot. There are some bronze like candlesticks that would be used, or incense holders that would be used as well in some kind of rituals. There is a cape that's made out of very fine fabric with a bronze clasp on the front. And then there is also a headdress that looks mildly draconic in its nature.
These look like, look at Damien, more of what you were talking about.
Ritualistic?
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like they're all kind of ritualistic. It's just whether or not they have a magical purpose behind them as well.
I'll look at
I
Kelnor.
don't think this is probably something you just want to sell and put back out into the world, though, right? If they were trying to keep this stuff for rituals and binding people to ski rod, then
Depends on what it is. If it's not magical, I don't see a reason not to sell it.
Good point. I'll take a look and I'll cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Yeah, it does not come back as being magical.
But
None of it.
None of it.
It's all mundane. Like there's no magic to them.
I will.
didn't you say the
put
amulet
cape
was
on.
humming?
Put the cape on.
Yep, with the cape on.
Didn't he say the amulet was humming in front of the artifacts, like vibrating or something? What's the amulet doing now?
I guess I'll pull it out.
Let me just whip this out.
So you
I'll-
just pull it out in the fabric and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Why not?
You don't sense any discernible change in the amulet and the proximity of the items. It still feels blasphemous.
The amulet does.
Mhm. In your touch, I mean, as you're holding it there, you have that same feeling that you had down in the chamber below.
Do I get that same feeling with the glaive?
Yes.
Both of them feel blasphemous to me.
Yep.
Feel corrupted and wrong. Okay.
Yep.
You want to just chuck them into the lava, the magma?
That's actually what I was kind of thinking of doing.
Well, I don't think throwing magic into lava really kills it or destroys it, does it?
I
It
don't
worked with
know
a ring.
what ring. Either way, like if it doesn't destroy it, it at least make them very hard to get back.
Yeah. I mean, I will indicate to, I guess, Damien and Draconic that, one of the reasons I did stop you last night was that these feel wrong to me. Like they feel tainted. The same way I felt like the altar did.
Well, I mean,
I feel like they
It
should be
obviously
destroyed.
how do you go about destroying magical items?
I'll look to Rowan and
You were
Kelnor.
saying all
Do you
that in
know?
Draconic, so.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I'll look to them and say, "Do you know how to destroy magic items? These items." I point to the glaive and the thing. They feel tainted to me. They feel wrong, an affront.
Can they be cleansed?
I
don't
can-
know.
I'm still working on getting my spells ready so I can dispel magic on them.
Does that destroy a magical item?
It would take care of any enchantments, but as for destroying them, DM.
Well, dispel will generally like suppress a magical enchantment for a while. So okay, yeah, I mean, that you can suppress magic on it with dispel. go ahead and if anybody, Rowan, for you, if you want to make a check, it would be either Arcana or History. You can use Nature if you want, Kelnorin.
Okay.
Can I use
Just put me
Arcana?
on my button.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I'll say your DC is probably just a little bit higher since you're not as. It's something that's kind of newish to you, but yeah, go ahead.
23.
23. Okay.
17.
17. All right. Lilith, I mean, you not really sure. You know that, I mean, obviously magic items can be created, so it's a possibility that people that could create them might be able to destroy them. That stands to reason for you. Rowan and Kelnorin, yeah, I mean, both of you know that a mage, or even maybe even a druid or a cleric of sufficient power could disenchant an item permanently. It generally depends on the type of magic they have to use would just depend on the strength of the enchantment.
Okay, but what about outright destruction?
Destruction is possible. I mean, there are stronger spells that could potentially do that as well. They're well beyond your capabilities at the moment. But I mean, tossing it into a lava. I mean, Rowan, you have heard tales of magic weapons being broken, shattered, broken asunder. Generally, you don't want to be in the vicinity when that happens because it tends to release a very potent magical explosion. Lava would probably do it, though. Depending on the glaive, you're not sure of, because the potency of the magic on the glaive was pretty intense.
So that amulet might do, 2 stones, 1 bird, or something like whatever it is that people say.
Not my bird.
If you throw it in the lava, there's a good chance it's gonna get destroyed, but I don't know if you really want to be around when it does it, because it may create that eruption that he was wanting to do.
You know, I wasn't for this in the beginning. I might be a little bit for it now.
I'd not like to have to outrun lava.
That's what the card's for. You just push it, write it down.
Yeah, I mean,
just write it.
Going Calvin and Hobbes here.
That's exactly what I thought and pictured. I know.
We can always take them to El Hazir to see if he can do anything.
Someone of sufficient power might be able to disenchant them. I can suppress it, but I can't get rid of it. So
The lady may be able to also.
Lady Testro, yeah, also. If El Hazir can't.
Well, I'm more inclined to take it to her now. Because he is a businessman.
I was going to say, if I was a merchant and had magically powerful items, I would not want to destroy them. Oh, wait, I am a merchant.
True, but I mean, you would be paying him to destroy them, right? So he's getting money.
Yes.
And I don't think him and that profit driven to release something like that either.
I get my armor back and it's still cursed. Put it on.
Yeah.
okay.
It's worth asking.
Yeah.
Are we ready to head out then?
Let's go.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to, before we head out, I would like to try something.
Okay.
I want to head over to the opening that digs down into the mountain itself. And I would like to see if I can cast Stone Shape. Stone Shape twice to pull the rock from each side and form a wall.
Okay. And what's the size of the stone that stone shape lets you do?
That's okay, so I can touch a stone object of medium size or smaller. I guess that might, since it's a mountain size. And no more than 5 feet in any dimension, I can form any shape that suits my purpose. I can make small passages through a wall as long as the wall is less than 5 feet thick. And I could also shape a stone door or frame to seal the door shut, which is how I actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 2 castings would do it because you're talking about a 10-foot opening basically. So yeah, you could fashion either like basically double doors that don't have hinges if you want.
Yep, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. So you can use.
Instead of spamming it, I'll just remove the all slots.
All right, so you cast stone shape twice and.
And woof.
Yep.
Close off the hallway.
You hear, help, help, I'm on the other side. I had to go to the bathroom.
Well,
I
guys,
just wanted to see what happened when I pissed in lava.
we lost Rowan. Sorry, guys.
Cool. Well, it's not, setting the volcano off or burning it, but it closes it off and makes it a little difficult at least.
Yeah.
Well, if there's not much ventilation down there, the heat from that volcano will surely
Feel really good.
do some damage.
Here's hoping.
I mean, and I'm sure volcanoes find a way to vent some of that heat eventually.
True.
All right. Well, we don't take the chest since we don't need to.
So you just are you taking the you're taking the items out of them or
Yeah, that's fine.
leaving? Okay,
I'll put them in my bag
Okay.
for now. I mean, I'm wearing the cape.
It looks.
Henceforth, he will be known as Super Ref.
Right.
That's right. I am toothless. I trademark it right here.
That's right. Do you have retractable teeth too? All right. So you guys head out. You said taking the wagon with you, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you gave us a nice wagon.
I did give you a nice wagon option.
I feel like it's a plot point.
All right. So you guys go ahead and head out. Rith and Kelnorn, you guys are pulling the wagon?
I'll more pull it from behind. Like I'll probably like strap a rope or whatever, and put it around me when we go downhill.
So you're trying to just
to help leverage it back.
Counterweight. Okay.
Yeah, and then when we're going uphill, I'll switch and
push
from behind. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll help the entire time. It's just whether or not which direction we're going.
So Rith is trying to act as brakes.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. So you guys go ahead and begin your travel back. Who's going to be up in the front? Is the wagon going to be front, or?
Think just in case he's maybe don't want anyone getting rolled over by a wagon.
Okay. So, Kelnorin, you're up front.
I'll be kind of next to him, but like out of the way.
Okay, so standing off to his side.
Yeah, like in line, you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be on the other side,
Okay.
keeping an eye out.
Damien, are you in the wagon?
No, it's
No,
too
okay.
dangerous.
All right.
They wouldn't have talked about the dangers of it. I would be. But no, I'll be walking.
You don't
Maybe
have
alongside the
football
wagon.
Guy to pull a wagon.
I am not pulling the wagon.
Pull a wagon.
That's not happening.
All right. Are you walking behind Rith, next to Rith?
Yeah, probably next to Rith.
Okay.
That looks heavy.
It is.
And Kovachin pulling up the rear, correct? All right.
Correct.
All right.
Well,
So,
he wasn't staying at the keep just to read.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Now I can read.
Exactly.
Catch up with us in the office later. Cool. All right. So, go ahead and give me, I guess, well, for, I guess, Kelnorin, you'll just be relying on your passive for the most part, since you're kind of trying to pull and, or you can give, yeah, you can go ahead and give me a perception check, Rowan and Lilith, if you guys want to do the same thing. Keep an eyes on the other sides again.
A perception check?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking my passive.
All right, so 16 for Lilith, 14 for Rowan. Keeping an eye out before lunchtime. Primarily, Kelnorn, you're looking for the troll. At this point, making sure that it doesn't come up on you guys. I think that's kind of paramount in most everybody's mind since you talked about it. You don't notice anything. As you get a little bit further into your day, past lunch, continue trekking on. Kelnorn, you will notice that there are some spots where you notice that some of the trees look like they've been the deadwood trees have been broken. A couple of cactuses here and there that are broken. And it's kind of leading a trail off to the north of where you guys are at.
I will point that out.
So yeah, you guys will notice that there is a very wide path of destruction. It's intermittent here and there because of there being sparse vegetation and whatnot, but there is a path of destruction like something was running through. But you do not notice anything presently. So, but you guys get to the end of your first day of travel. Anything anybody wanted to talk about or do during today? We're getting into the evening.
No, I think I'd definitely be focusing on keeping the wagon under control.
You are pretty focused on that.
Yep, I'm not doing anything other than that at this point either.
All right. So, just for if there's nothing anybody is doing overnight, for expedience purposes, you guys want to go ahead and just give me perception checks on the first night of watch, based off of who's going to be keeping track. So, Lilith, I think you're first, right?
Yep.
I'll go back to my usual position.
Okay.
I'll be working on that project.
Okay. Go ahead and give me do you have tools for that? I can't remember.
I have my disguise kit. Man, let me see.
You'd have to have a certain artisan tools for that specifically. I mean, I know you have some stuff that you've worked on in the past, but
yeah,
if you don't have tools specifically, just go ahead and give me a dex check. No proficiency to it, just straight dex. Nice.
Glad you're paying attention, because I wasn't.
Okay.
19.
Yeah. You can like cut out the shape that you think you need and begin working on that. But so take you probably if you're doing it as you're setting up for like night watches and whatnot.
Yeah.
Might take you 2 or 3. So you could finish it before you get to Shaper's Rest. But makes a pretty good progress on it. All right, so for expediency purposes, during the watches that you have, you do not notice anything for yourselves. Keeping an eye out for the troll or anything else that might be coming by, and nothing that you notice through the night. So seems whatever direction it may have gone, maybe it either lost interest in you over time or found something else, went back to its lair. Who knows? Seems to have gone, though. So, all right. So you guys have roughly about 1.5, 2 days before you'll get to Shaper's Rest. Is there anything anybody wants to do before we get to Shaper's Rest?
At some point, I'll probably count out the funds that we got.
So one of your nights?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're doing that over one of your nights, it'll take you a little bit of time because there is quite a bit of coin in there. But it's a total of 5,000 gold pieces, and then 4,250 silver.
Okay.
Just for expediency purposes, you guys travel through the next 2 nights. So, Kelnorn, I know you're doing multiples. If you want to go ahead and give me you can go do your one more roll we wanted to.
Okay.
So, cool. You about it's getting close to evening time by the time you make it there, but as you get closer and closer, it's probably about 4-ish in the afternoon or so as Shaper's Rest comes into view as you're coming down through the mountains. Anything you guys want to do, or are you just trying to make a beeline through the town?
Is it possible to go around the town?
Give me a survival check.
Does the town look alive still?
Yes, there is movement. 13.
Not with a wagon.
It would be difficult to find a path with the wagon.
Gotcha.
We just go through quickly. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Just go through like we own it.
We do own the wagon, so everybody get on it, and I'll just start riding.
All right.
Okay, no, we had. I just meant like no stopping, no.
I think if we run through, we're gonna cause more of a commotion than if we just walk through it.
Well, just remember that there's like a hive mind entity thing going on here, so.
Here's hoping killing Ski Ball took care of that.
I don't think it's connected, but
I will
sure.
jump in the back of the wagon at this point.
Okay.
I'm still walking.
All right.
And have an arrow ready down where where you can't see it from the sides.
Below like the side walls of the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way through. You guys are a decent way through the town before really anybody seems to notice. As you're passing through, there aren't people on top of some of the roofs working. Although as you pass through, you notice that some of the buildings that they were working on have had progress to them. A little bit more completion than has been done. And as you guys are getting near to what would be considered the entrance from the east side, as you're going eastbound through the town, someone does make their way out of the courtesan's comfort, and just notices people going through, but doesn't really get a clear look. So seems like you guys made your way through, not undetected necessarily, but unrecognized.
Good call on owning the place.
We didn't give them our name, did we? I don't think we did.
Oh.
They might recognize our faces, but they didn't this time. All right. So, yeah. Let's just keep going. I'm game. That could have went that could have went way worse. So I'm happy with that.
So, Kelnoran, you have the perfect camping spot that was picked out about 30 minutes outside of town that you never got to use.
Yep.
That would be about the time that your group would stop, or you can push a little further to get closer towards the main road.
What do you guys think? There's a decent spot a little outside of town, or we can try to get some distance between us and our destination. Or us and them, sorry.
I feel like if we've got a spot that we know is good, we should use it.
Yeah, because I think they would have came at us by now if something was going to happen there.
I don't know. The townsfolk kind of seemed like pushovers. Skeletons to, guard their town and everything. So I'm not super worried about them unless they come in mass with pitchforks, which could happen.
Yeah, okay. Campsite it is.
Can I check to make sure we're not being followed?
Mm-hmm. Make a perception check.
Yeah, this is gonna go well, but
We are
I would
being
do
followed.
that,
It's
so.
Kovac.
No, looks fine.
Yeah, looks great. Definitely not being followed, guys.
Nope.
No, not at all. No way.
All right. So you continue about 30 minutes outside of town, which, given the pace that you're traveling at, is 3 or 4 miles roughly. But yeah, you're able to. Well, 2 miles roughly. Sorry. A couple miles outside of town, find your perfect camp spot that you had, Kelnoran. This place is awesome. You were kind of sad probably the last time you didn't get to use it because perfect. Yeah, kind of like a Holiday Inn Express. I mean,
Do you think that stream over there has trout in it? So pretty.
definitely. But yeah, so you guys are able to set up camp for the evening. Anything you guys wish to do outside the town of or settlement of Shaper's Rest?
Did you say that I would have it complete by now, or I needed more time?
At the end of this watch.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm scared
The
again.
only thing you'll probably need is like a clasp of some
Yeah.
sort, but it'll be made. Just that's the last thing you'll need.
Sounds like she's making a cape with a big circle and an L in the middle of it.
Not again.
Back.
You're jealous of Rith's cape. He hasn't taken that thing off since he got it.
Right.
He shouldn't. He looks fabulous.
Fabulous.
All right. So nothing anybody is doing this evening, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So we will just go through this particular evening as well. Nothing will occur at this point. You guys are able to wake up for the following day.
Oh no, he didn't wake up.
Pull a detonate.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys begin your trek south eventually as you meet up with the road, taking the wagon. Sometime around noonish or so, you will see the town of Slingdyke coming into view. So you guys can stop for your horses if you'd like.
Yeah.
Oh, there'll probably be a better tow on this wagon. You guys have been really taxing yourselves moving that thing through these mountains.
You would think.
No, you're
It
used
hasn't
to
been
hauling loads
easy. I
like
mean,
that?
you've been tired at the end of your days, but with
Right.
you and Rith working at it, it's been a slower go at points, but it seems the paths that you've been on have been reasonably well traveled. So, but yeah, you probably have a little bit of like burn from yoking it to yourself. Your shoulders will be nice to get it off.
Who says I've not been a rhino this entire time?
Wow, it's possible too.
Is there a tailor in Slingdyke?
Not really. It's I mean, there is a general store. Then they do have a military outpost. You can always check out the Slingdyke Arms, which is the local inn. But yeah, they do have a general store.
I'll check that real quick.
Okay.
See if they've got the clasp.
I
Okay.
think I need to talk to the Purple Dragon Knights here.
Yeah, same. I think I need to talk to the leader guy again.
Because that Shaper's Rest is all under some sort of enchantment. Plus, I broke their guardian statues, skeleton things. I told them I could.
You could leave that part out. Just tell them they're under an enchantment.
Yeah, I could. I was just going to play that off as being, like part of whatever's holding them there. Put those there. There might be more, so they should know about them. So, if while we gather the horses, that's where I'm gonna head to.
I'm also heading there.
I will not.
Wrote down the name of the guy.
He also needs to know he's not in danger of whatever dangers he was told might come his way.
Yeah, I will not be going there. I did not have a good
Lieutenant
time talking to him last time.
Fulton?
Yeah, Fulton. I don't know if that was like the leader, but
I think that was the guy in the bar.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's Captain Quentin.
Captain Quentin.
And yeah, those are the only two I have written down for the. Oh.
Hey, there we go. Yep, Captain Quentin. Fulton was at the arms. I knew I had my notes around here somewhere. All right, so Kelnorin, you are heading to the garrison
With
Okay.
Rowan.
with Rowan. All right. Lilith, you're heading to the general store.
Yes.
The other three of you.
I'm getting horses. I don't want anything to do with these guys in this town.
Kovac, I think you set up the stabling for the horses.
Could be. Man.
You normally do. I mean, that's like
Yeah, I think Kovac and Lilith stayed back with the horses.
yes,
Yeah,
I believe so.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's normally one of the things that Kovac makes sure happens. Is that the horses have a place to stay. All right, so the three of you are going to get the horses then, or Bith, are you going with them? I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with them to help get the horses.
Okay. So you have this wagon kind of sitting near the side of the road.
I just sit and watch the wagon. That's
Okay.
Actually.
No, that's fine. I was just saying, yeah, you got to sit near the side of the road as you go up to
Yeah.
the stables.
I
So-
love my notes. Back here. Damien pissed off Captain Quentin, so Rowan went and talked to him the next morning.
That's true.
Oh, I remember. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to him.
That's fair. Okay. We'll start off. Lilith, so you go into the general store,
Yeah.
just looking for a clasp of sorts,
Yep.
any kind at all,
Um.
or are you looking for like a specific type of material, something?
Something nice, hopefully, like a golden color.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, so they don't have anything that's golden in color, but they do have like a sterling silver one that looks to be fairly well made. would kind of fit the color motif that you had going there.
Okay.
It would run you about 5 silver piece for it.
Done.
Let's see.
And then I'll go back and help with the horses.
Okay, so yeah, I could have sworn there was another guy you guys had talked to there. Now I can't remember his name. It was Fulton and Quentin is all I've got. All right, cool. Doesn't matter. So the pair of you head off to the garrison to go talk to them, and there is a pair of guards at the entrance again. As you approach, they kind of look at you curiously as you walk up, and say, "What can we do for you here?"
Yes. Can we see Captain Quentin, please? We just came down from Shaper's Rest.
Oh, yeah, you look familiar. Kind of look at the pair of you. See Rith kind of standing over by the wagon in the distance. All right. Yeah, if you want to hang out here for just a moment, we'll send someone in to get him for you. I believe he was looking for you guys to looking for when you guys pass back through.
Not okay. Well, last couple times we were taken to him.
I think he wants to come out and meet you here.
Okay.
So they'll send a runner off. Guys that are staying there for a bit, just kind of looking.
Nice.
What kind of vibe are they giving off?
Give me an insight check.
26.
26. Okay. You get the idea that the pair of them want to ask you guys something. Like, they want to talk. They're heavily resisting the urge right now. Like, they are not supposed to.
Okay.
But they get the idea that they know something is up.
Something on your minds, fellas?
Give me a general persuasion check.
Sure.
Yeah.
You got this.
You can have advantage on it, actually.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're not animals, but I'll take it.
I know. Oh, that was almost a 20, too. That was
15.
15. One of them kind of leans over. So, that's it. I mean, did you guys really up in the settlement there? Did they have like things that came out of the ground? That you guys like fought and destroyed?
Wow. How'd you hear something like that?
Oh, there was a runner that came down from the town. about, when was it? It was like 6 days ago. Yeah, 6 days ago. They said some group came through and destroyed their town guardians. Filled out a report with the cat, and he had to send it down to Arabelle.
Oh. Well, we have something to report about the town that's kind of important.
Kind of weird up there, isn't it?
There's
Very.
reasons.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Look, I mean, we're not, we aren't supposed to say anything, but I mean, the captain's not. He's basically gonna let you know you need to go back, talk to the high constable in Arabelle.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
good.
I think he might have tried to downplay it a little bit, because I mean, we've gotten a weird, and you hear the door kind of open and they just step to attention. Shut their mouths.
I'm just like, a weird what?
And they're just looking straight ahead at that point. And then you see Captain Quentin come out with a couple of guards. He's like, welcome back.
Oh,
Kind of looks at both the guards. You know that these walls aren't soundproof. I could hear you from the other. Never mind.
Wasn't their fault.
No, it's we don't get a whole lot of action up here, and some people can't seem to contain themselves when news comes down. But I understand you're already aware of what you need to do.
yes.
Okay. Well, they came by about 6 days ago and just indicated that you guys came in, dug a couple of holes into the ground unprompted, and triggered their protection and proceeded to destroy it. And I was required to file a formal report and send it down to Arabelle for them to deal with.
Okay. Well, I believe there's some things that need to be attached to that. Like one, the entire town is under an enchantment. They've been pulled from all over the region, compelled to go there. And two, their guardians are undead.
Well, they weren't exactly undead. I wasn't scared
they
of
were
them.
Skeletons. They
But I was not scared of them, so they were not undead.
we were investigating the source of the enchantment when we came across their guardians, and I touched the item when it sprang into skeletons and proceeded to attack us.
Okay. Well, I can add that to the report I have here. Most of that will come up, I guess, when you talk to the High Constable down in Arabelle. I'm sure they'll want to get your statement on what occurred up there. But as much detail as you can provide, the town is a bit odd. So
I think that's because they have a imperative on repeat in their heads.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind as any of my men go up in that direction. Like I said, I did include my own personal thoughts, I guess you could say, on the town to hopefully diminish the severity of it. I don't know what they're going to ask of you when you're there, but my job is to just ensure that you are aware that you need to report and to advise them when you've passed through Slingdyke, and that gives you roughly about 6 days before you need to report to the High Constable.
Oh, it's 6 days. Okay, that's not how long it is to Arabelle, is it? I don't recall it being that long.
Well, most people, if they're walking, it's about 6 days.
Ah, tabaxi!
It's Jarrett.
They give us about they give people about the assumption of a 5-day travel time plus 1 extra day for any weather or something like that might happen. But
Okay.
if you guys are traveling quicker than that, then great. But I just need to advise you that you have starting from tomorrow morning 6 days until you need to report.
Oh, okay.
There's another thing. Not about Shaper's Rest, but
Okay.
the person we were going to see and stop is won't be a worry anymore.
Do I want to know
I mean, I guess it's
what
up to
happened
you.
to him? Am I gonna have to file another report?
No.
All right. So we'll say when you got there was nothing.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I don't need any more reports. But unofficially, what happened?
He attacked us.
And then
So he's dead?
he and his entire cult literally poofed into nothing.
Like crumbled into ash or dust or something.
You see him kind of rub the bridge of his nose a little bit as he's thinking. It's like they just vanished.
Yep.
Well, into ash or dust or something.
Right, but we saw that happen to him. We didn't see what happened to the rest of them. They were literally just piles of clothes when we...
Well, 2 of them were in the room. They also did it. So I'm just assuming the rest did.
I don't want to make that assumption.
All right. I mean, that's weird. Really strange. Do you know where that place was?
I'll give them the directions and then tell them that I sealed it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't anticipate us going up that far anyhow. If it's the additional 3 days, it's beyond our jurisdiction at this point, unless someone tells me to. But
there is a very large multi-headed troll up on the mountain past Shaper's Rest.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's also one less 3-headed flying chimera type creature up there.
Also poofed when we defeated it. Just nothing. It's weird up there.
Wait, is it me? I got the last hit on both and they poofed.
Please don't hit me.
Well, great. I'm not gonna file any of this.
Yeah,
to be honest, but good to know. Good to know. I will pass it along unofficially.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up and everything.
Yeah. Just like I said, Be down there 6 days. Do you guys need a place to stay while you're here? Or you heading just passing through?
Just passing through.
All right. Well, safe travels the rest of the way.
Yep. And good luck on your continued dealings with them.
Well, yeah. It is what it is, really. So, safe travels.
Yep. See ya.
He will head back in.
Oh, fellas, now you know. They're all mind controlled and insane.
That wasn't. I don't think that was in the pool, was it? Was it in the pool? I don't think it was in the pool. Oh, cool. That's great.
Have fun. And I'll turn around and start walking away.
You hear him kind of muttering between each other. But all right. So Lilith, you grab your class, come back out. You see Rith standing there with the wagon, as you can see over on the east side of the road. Kelnorn and Rowan talking with the captain. And Kovac and Damien, you guys come back with the horses after taking care of everything. And you guys are not really, I don't want to say you're not prepared for it, but I don't know how many of you are used to hooking up horses to wagons, aside from Kelnorin.
I do it a lot.
Yeah. So otherwise, you guys can just kind of situate the horses so they're ready to go. But
I'll be one of the horses on the wagon. It'll be my Clydesdale and me.
Okay.
That way, everyone doesn't have to worry about giving up a horse.
Okay.
So they Shaper's Rest. They sent someone. They didn't believe me when I said I would come down and turn myself in over it. So they filed a report. That report was sent down to Arabelle, and we have 6 days to report on our side of it and whatever comes of that.
Oh, great.
Okay. Well,
I can't say I blame them for reporting it. Who honestly would bring or go down, get an enchantment, come back, and install it for them? But also, I don't trust that town at all.
No. But I added to it. I told them a quick sum up of what was going on and what happened. So
we're we've done some things for Arabelle, so it might
hopefully it
help
works out in our favor. But I've been thinking a lot on the way down here, and I think I know where I've heard House of Comfort before. They're one of the new adventuring groups that we met at the gala. They said that things would be changing and it would affect all the lower, less prestigious adventuring groups. That's what they
You
told
are.
me.
Yeah. I do remember them.
I don't. I probably just blocked them out, to be honest.
So I wonder if they have ties to the twins.
Well, I guess that's a good thing we're going back to Arabelle then.
Yeah. So as I'm saying this, I'm hooking up my horse to the cart.
So we've got 2 reasons to return to Arabelle. Try and figure out or pay atonement to the Shaper's Rest, and figure out something with some twins? I don't quite know what's
the
going on.
twins are fairy Damon Fae, probably the people Ski Ball was working with.
We also
Well,
live
now you
there,
have me
so
intrigued.
that's the third reason.
They live in Arabelle?
No, we
The
live in
demons?
Arabelle.
Oh,
Yeah.
We went up against them in Hills Far. They, about 30 years back or so, went on a rampage with their group across Cormanther Forest, attacking settlements, killing all the nomadic peoples they came across, like mine. So, and we were given a mission to go track them down, but when we confronted them, they teleported out.
To be fair, we beat the shit out of one of them, then they teleported out.
Yeah. So there's a growing connection, a web of things involving them.
We kind of helped liberate the town
True.
of Hillsfar.
So,
any leads on where they're at now? You're thinking?
One of them was a volcano.
Well, they weren't at that one, or
No.
they weren't currently at that one.
Right. Another one is, what is it? It's Smith Drenor?
The runes of it, yeah.
Yeah, the Myth Drenor and the Cormanther itself. They might be there.
Okay.
We put out feelers before we kept going, and then you joined us.
I mean, I would be very interested to see and meet up with these twins. Maybe they can fill in the other half of the puzzle that Ski Rod was working on.
So
I
Well, alive
don't
would
want
be
to talk
preferable, I
with
suppose.
us. That's the bad. That's
Yeah.
would
I
one
suppose
of
we can keep them and interrogate them.
you gents be willing to hook me up, and then I'll wild shape into a horse.
Hooks him up.
All right.
All enough.
Lilith must do it.
I'll help. Hook him up.
I'm not tall enough. He's a Clydesdale. I will climb up in the driver's seat, though.
I will glare at her with one eye.
Good deal.
No, we have the blinder. She can't look back. Only for one.
Oh, I hate her.
All right. So eventually you guys get him hooked up. And you guys can begin your trek south towards Arabelle. Is there anything anybody wants to do during roughly... Well, you guys are going to have 1, 2, 3 more nights of sleep, basically.
Not me.
Attached to clasp. That's
Okay.
it.
I mean, I doubt I'm going to...
Do you just want to make your 3 rolls?
Yeah,
All right.
All right.
See what happens.
going to hide him.
Suspense is killing me. I don't even know what they're about, but I want to know.
Dead.
Oh my god, I've rolled the same thing 4 times now.
Wow, that's impressive out of 100.
Okay, the official word DM is Kurt is retiring.
Okay. What was the ending score? Like 5-1?
They were all low, and I
Oh.
rolled 16 4 times.
Unanimous. Wow. It is definitely fate. All right. So, is it, I should say, is it reminiscent in his behavior as he is going south?
No,
Huh.
he's not trying to avoid the getting to Arabelle in any way or shape.
I just meant like when he's like in camp or anything. Is there anything different about his behavior as he's approaching the city and coming to terms?
No, I don't think so, because
Okay.
he made this decision and he was just been mulling over the recent info, but it's not changed his mind any.
Right. That is an awesome gif.
It felt, you know,
Okay, I gotta see it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Horse jump
Yes.
roping. All right.
it's impressive.
yeah.
All right. So you guys continue on your trek south. About 2.5 days. So you guys have 3 nights roughly, but about 2.5 days or so. So as you're getting close to noon, on the final day, bam, bam. Time to go. There. Oh, that's what I was doing. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. I is so smart. I is the best.
I believe you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So you guys are getting closer to Arabelle. So around noon, the east gate comes into view. Still just as confusing as ever. But we'll go ahead and wrap up there as you guys are getting into Arabelle. See what happens as you guys get back to town and decide, whether or not you want to go talk to the High Constable first or go back to your abode and make any arrangements beforehand. And we will be back here in about 2-ish weeks or so. I don't know if anybody had any
I have a
conflict.
conflict.
You have a conflict. Never mind. We won't be 2 weeks.
I do.
We might be 2 weeks. We might not be 2 weeks. But regardless, we'll be back at some point. And if we're not, Vampire will be. Maybe.
Unless there's conflict.
Unless there's a conflict.
Oh, it's
And then-
just on Friday.
Oh, okay. So Vampire will be here. Yay!
Yeah.
Maybe Dragomir's curse will continue to affect everybody else.
Yeah, that was great.
So, until then, thank you everybody for stopping by. If you're watching this over on the YouTubes, do all the things, hit all the buttons. You know the routine. And we will see you next time. Until then, keep those dice warm, and good night, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Laters.